Yeah. If you forward winning, put your lighters to the sky. How could I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with that bullshit.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. It's been quite a long time since I've been able to sit down and record. I don't even know really where to start. There was just a lot of things that have happened, and I kind of lost motivation to start recording again whenever me and my wife got back from vacation. And I was talking to one of my good friends the other day, the Angry Ice Cube, which also he has his own channel, so head over there and check it out. He said, he just said a phrase that resonated with me, and it's very simple. He said, when you start something, you fucking finish it. And it just resonated with me, so I'm sitting here the day after, and we're going to get this recording done and move on, because I do have some plans for the channel. I picked up Bloodborne the other day. I think I'd like to record it. I haven't really even been past the tutorial in it, so I think I'm going to hold off on playing it so I can get some recording done on that. And I've got a few other things planned as well, so I definitely want to get this wrapped up and finished. If I stick to a regular recording schedule, it should be done within the next month or so, so no big deal there. But I do not have anything super excited planned for this episode. In the last episode, spoilers, we went into Dodongo's Cavern and ridded the taint that was in that place, and got the spiritual ruby stone, the stone of fire, whatever you want to call it, and helped out the Gorons. So now that we have bombs, we can do a little bit more side questing before picking up the third and final spiritual stone, and that is what today's episode is going to cover. A little bit of side questing. So we're already 2 minutes in. It's been a super long introduction, so let's get it started. And I apologize. Whenever I booted up the game, it starts you back in the village, and I accidentally threw a bomb, so that's why it went from 8 to 7 in this episode. We are going to set a bomb right here. Get him out of the way real quick. Oh, here we go with the bombs. Okay. I need to switch equipment here. Oh, no, I don't. I've already got the slingshot equipped. Okay. We're not starting this again, are we? Get out of here. Okay. There we go. This is actually a climbable wall, so that's how you pick up this one. Okay. Man, it has been a while. I'm trying to think of what else it is that we need to do here. I think that's it here. The rest of the stuff that we can do, I know, is rupees, and I'm not really too worried about that because we can fill that up at any time, so I'm not going to waste time going to secret areas where rupees are. So what else do we need to do next? Oh, I know what we can do. Another special thing that we can do now that we have bombs. We only have 4 of them, so we might need to collect some more. It depends on how I do with getting the bomb upgrade here, which that's what we're headed to do. Sorry if I'm a little quiet in this episode. I don't really know where the median is between talking too much and not talking enough. I think that bombable wall right here has some rupees in it, but Like I said, I need to conserve those bombs for something better than rupees. So let's head back into Goron City real quick. Here we are. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I was lighting a candle in here because it's kind of stale. There's not much airflow here in the room. Okay, yeah, there he is. That guy you see rolling around down there. We need to stop him right inside where he's rolling there, and if we time it right, he'll stop and give us an upgrade. So we're just gonna sit here and wait. But and while we wait, I'll go ahead and cover another couple things that I'd like to do on the channel. I'm in the middle of finishing up my Final Fantasy X HD playthrough right now. It's not being recorded, I'm just doing that on the side, just in my own spare time. But I was thinking about maybe recording some EQ2 stuff because the Angry Ice Cube has some stuff up and we both play that. So I've thought about it. See if we can time that there. Yay. Did it on our first time. So yeah, target him and talk to him. Alright, I'll give you this in praise of your courage. There we go. Big bomb bag. And it filled our bombs up to 30. Now I think that's all that we do here. Time to head back up. Let's see. Should be the way out. Yep. Wrong way. Now what we're going to do really quickly is equip. Okay, yeah, we still have that equipped. Okay, our healing shield. And right here at this red flag post, we're going to start making use of these bombs. Whoops. Is that close enough? Nope. There we go. Alright, we don't even have to blow it up anyway. Fine. I'm terrible with bombs, as you can tell. And this one we have to time just right. Whatever. Let's try it again. There we go. And where we are headed is up to Death Mountain, into Death Crater itself. How do we get up here? That was, my Microsoft settings are out of date or something, apparently. Well, how do we get up there? Wow, okay. Oh, duh. Right here. There we go. So yeah, when the eruption starts, just go to block and you'll crouch down. Just wait for it to pass. That's what I was trying to do, but I couldn't figure out what my keybind button was. We have some more enemies up here on the wall that we need to take care of. There we go. I think we got another one that we can see. Yep. Don't know why I did that twice, but okay. And then there's one more too. I think you have to be on this ledge here to see him. Yep, you can hear him crawling around up there. There we go. And continue up this wall. Now, I believe, let me check here. There's a little Mask of Truth stone there that you can use. I forget exactly what it is, but and there's Kapora Gabora. We're not going to talk to him right at this moment. We have a couple things to do. Drop a bomb right there at that wall and head in. Great Fairy's Fountain. Stand here, and anytime that you see the Triforce symbol, we already know we have to play Zelda's Lullaby. I don't even remember what it is, so we're going to check that out real quick. Left, up, right. Left, up, right. There we go. Never understood why they were really covered in vines. Welcome, Myth. I am the Great Fairy of Power. I'm going to grant you a sword technique. Receive it now. I'm not really going to do the voice acting for these fairies. I'm not too awfully good at it anyway, so we will pick up a magic meter now that we have talked to this fairy. Shows us the spin attack, hold B to charge your weapon, release it to unleash a wave of energy. Yeah. Hey boy, you're a messenger of the Hey boy, you're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in on a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. She'll surely grant you another new power. And we will do that when it's time. And I never really return to these people to heal us, so... And there's our magic meter. So we're going to head out. And we're going to head into the crater. Now in here, we will be losing health. I hope I can do this right without dying. But we're basically on limited time. First things first, we need to pop that Skull Tool. See, it only gives us a minute there before we kind of succumb to the heat and meet our fate. Blow that right there up for a secret cave. The main reason for dropping in here is it kind of takes that time meter away, so you can open up a chest in here. Don't remember exactly what's inside. Oh, hold on a second, my cat's scratching at the door. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, just some bombs in here, nothing real big, and some bugs if you need them, which we should still have some if I remember right. Yep, we've got one bug bottle and one empty bottle. I don't think I'm going to need that empty bottle for anything else soon, so I think I'm going to go ahead and scoop up a fish here. it will be useful to us in the future, in the very near future. There we go. So we got ourselves a fish. Okay. We'll just go back to the Deku sticks for now. And now the next thing we have to do, and I hope I do this right without falling. Okay. I think it's way over here on this side. Wrong side. Might be this way. No. So yeah, it's definitely here. Yeah. This right here is what we came in for. It's gonna be close. We might not make it. Might have to jump into the secret cave real quick. There we go. Refresh that time for me. There we go. Okay, so that's what we came in to do. Pick up the skull tool out of the crate. You could drop in there and get the bombs and the fish if you would like. Not necessary, but like you saw that it was pretty useful for refreshing the time duration there, just in case, you know, something messes up. I couldn't remember exactly where that cave was located, but I know it was somewhere around there. But anyway, for a quick trip back down the mountain, just talk to Gabora here. And he will take us right down to Kakariko Village. Okay. Now, whenever he drops you off, he lands you on this roof here. If you walk right over here towards the graveyard, he drops you off in a place that is normally not reachable. And I'm trying to see if I can get the camera angle for you before we drop. Where's it at? I don't guess it's really going to give me the camera angle. But anyway, it drops you off down here onto a ledge. Drop it down. There we go. Right into this area here, and it puts you where you can get another heart piece. Out we go. Alright. There's a fairy fountain in the graveyard. If you go back there where the Helion shield was, there's a great fairy fountain. That's what was behind that bombable wall whenever we killed the Stalfos, or whatever it's, the undead there, a couple episodes back whenever we was doing some collecting. But I'm not going to go there for that. You can bottle the fairies if you need to whenever you're at low health, but it's not really that necessary. And I think, let's see. Okay. In Goron City, there's a secret entrance to the Lost Woods. I think we got rid of that a couple episodes back as well. If we go there, I think we can go ahead and get our last Deku Nut upgrade. Awesome. So let's go back and give that a shot. And that'll upgrade our Deku Nut capacity to 50, I think. 50 or 40. I don't remember. Memory's a little foggy on that one. But yeah, all we're doing is headed back to the Lost Woods from the Goron City entrance. So I'm probably going to go ahead and cut it out until we get there. So I will see you guys here in a few. Alright guys, here we are in the entrance to the Lost Woods. From Goron City, if you blow up this boulder right here, I believe that there is some fairy fountain down there. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to head east, make a left, keep going straight, make another left. We're going to blow up this boulder right here. Drop inside. Oh. It is safe to go ahead and equip our DQ shield again, so that's what we're going to do. We need to be able to reflect these back. So. Yeah, pick up more DQ nuts. Okay. Oh, it was 30. I was way off. Now, after you're done here, we are going to head back to Hyrule Field. That is also another pretty lengthy travel. So we're just going to get zoned back into the forest here. I'm not going to worry about cutting and editing this. It's not too bad of a trip. Now there is a lot of secret entrances all over Hyrule Field. Most of them contain rubies and things like that. Shh, hush. My cat's over here meowing. She's got everything she needs. She's fine. But anyway, the main thing that we're worried about here is heading over towards the entrance of Lake Helia, I believe. Because we're interested in the secret cave over there. Like I said, if you're a completionist and you want to get all of the secret caves in Hyrule Castle, you're more than welcome to. You can get online and find out where all of them are located pretty easily. So that would be the way I would go about doing it. But yeah, as far as the things we have left to do in this episode, we're going to go down here to this secret cave entrance. I think if we go back to Kakariko, I think we have enough gold Skulltula tokens where we can get an upgrade. It's not really something that I can use since I'm playing this on an emulator. It's the Stone of Agony and on the N64 controller. Oh, really? Okay. We're not doing your dialogue. Thanks. No. Sometimes but man, I cannot talk right today. Anyway, sometimes he'll try to confuse you. Sometimes it'll say, do you want to hear what I said again? And of course you want to click no. And other times it will say, did you hear or did you understand what I said? And if you click no, it will say it over again. So I was just trying to, I don't remember exactly where the secret cave is, but it's somewhere around here. There we go. The reason this cave interests us, there's a business scrap here. We need to speak with you. Alright, you win. In return for sparing me, I will sell you a piece of heart. 1 piece for 10 rupees. Yep. I think this is our 3rd heart piece. But what we are going to do, like I said, as far as the side questing goes, we don't have much to do. I can pick up that Stone of Agony, I believe, in the graveyard, which I will do, even though it's not too useful. And I'll show you guys where it's at, and I've already explained what it does, but then we need to go back to Hyrule Market, and we need to do some bomb chew bowling. There's a couple of items that interest us. There's a bomb upgrade that we can get as a reward, and another piece of heart that we can get as a reward. We can also get bomb chews too. I don't really use them that often, so I mean, it's a randomized prize, so we'll do that. It normally takes me a few tries to do it. I might even have to go refill on rupees because it's like 30 rupees per game, I think. So I might have to do some cutting. I might have to do some cutting and editing on that, depending on how long that takes. I'll probably show off a game or two. It can get difficult with the big chicken on the big cucko on the 3rd stage. Hush, get. But anyway, for now, we're going to go back to the graveyard. No, we're not. Get. Not the graveyard. We are going to go to Kakariko Village and go to the cursed Skulltula house. And then I think after we do the bomb chew bowling and tie that up, I think that's pretty much it. And we can continue on to the 3rd quest. Never mind. The 3rd dungeon of our childhood. Here we are. I think the house is to our right. Yeah, right here. Okay, which one? Was it this one? Yep, here's a reward. There it is, the Stone of Agony. Like I said, it's Rumble Pack, and on the Nintendo 64, when you have unlocked that feature, whenever you're in Hyrule Field or anywhere else in the game, when you're near a secret cave that can be bombed, like the many that are in Hyrule Field, and there's one here in Kakariko Village as well, your controller would shake and it would rumble, letting you know that there was a secret location nearby. So, like I said, on the emulator it's pretty much useless, but we get the item anyhow. So, over to Hyrule Field, we'll probably have to play the Sun Song. I don't think we'll make it in time. What do you want? Sorry, I'm a little distracted in this video. I think I'm gonna have to kennel her for the next recording. I'm gonna sit down and do some book recording today. So, yeah, like I thought. Sun Song it is. I've got my phone on vibrate, and there's a number calling me that I do not recognize, so. Quit vibrating. Yep. Changing it back over here. I think just so I don't have to do it again later, depending on how lucky I get here, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up on rubies. It's a good idea to do so. That's what we're gonna do real quick. Yes, my aim is perfect, as you can see. Okay. I'm trying to do the twirl thing on the thumbstick, but it's not doing it, so whatever. I'm not really going to worry about busting open the crates, just finish up these pods and probably call it good. Actually, let's do it again one more time. I know I can get 17 pretty quick. Let's use the spin slash real quick. Bam! And that is the power up that we got from the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. Pick these up real quick before they despawn. There we go. Oh, I'm already at 200. Okay. Onto the bowling alley. Which building was it? There we are. So you have to speak to the attendant here. She's asleep. Wake her up. Huh? What? Uh-oh. The customer. Welcome to our cutting-edge amusement center, the Bongshu Bowling Alley. Do you want to know what you can win? Well, it's a secret. I can't tell you until you've paid to play. Yeah, 30 rupees per game. It can get quite expensive. So let's see what our first prize is going to be. Okay, piece of heart straight off. Let's see if we can do this in one shot. This one is going to be pretty easy as long as we're lined up straight here. But yeah, just stand at whichever angle you want, press B. It will take off skittering, and this one can be kind of tricky, but what I was going to say is if you line it up to where it gets into the black hole, it'll explode, knock the wall down, and that's how you proceed to the next stage, if you want to call it, of this little mini game. And there's 3 of them. So I remember on this one you had to be lined up at some angle. I don't remember exactly what the secret was. Yeah, that was terrible. Those curves in the wall do play tricks on you. Come on. And you only get 10 tries. We're down to 6. There we go. So yeah, this is the third and final one, and that is the big cucko that I was talking about. So if you time this one right, you can just shoot it straight down the center and get it in there. It's kind of random which way those cuccos are going to cross, so I'm going to sit here and try to time it in a way that we can get it down there. Just wait for that little center one to get out of the way. Let's go ahead and drop. Oh, that was bad. I knew that was going to happen. Sometimes I just get so focused on trying to pay attention to what's going on down at the far end, I don't really pay attention to look at where the spike trap is sliding. Okay, so that one was pretty bad too. Let's try it here. Oh, come on. So we have 2 more tries. Can we do this? Come on. Get out of the center. Let's try here. No! Alright, one more try. Sorry guys, I'm just really focused on trying to get this here. Ah, I thought it was going to get behind him. So yeah, that's what we want to do. That's just bombs. No big deal. Oh, come on. And it is random. Sometimes it'll be on the right. Sometimes it'll stay in the center. Sometimes it'll be on the left-hand side on this one here. So, like I said, there are some random aspects to the game. That did pretty well. See? Why couldn't that have happened on the last one? Come on. So, we got bombs. Yay. See what we can get here. Okay, that is the bomb upgrade that we need. Oh, right. And sometimes it can go to the top. Stupid chicken. It's kind of glitching out there. You can see the shadow from the big chicken on the ground, but he's actually still behind that wall. Should be able to go ahead and knock that one out. Here we go. And the last one is, I believe, always located back there in the center. So let's see if we can get lucky with this one. Nope. Oh, that big chicken faked me out. Did you see that? He juked me. Oh. Move, move, move. Come on. Okay, maybe we need to be on this side just a hair. There we go. We got our bomb upgrade. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, that is the biggest bomb bag, and we have our maximum of 40 now. So now we have to try for the piece of heart again. There's a rupee that'll help so we don't have to really go back and refill. The only other thing that we're interested in here is the heart. So I will be doing this until it gives us the option, and I will be cutting and editing out to save you guys some time. So we will see you in a few. Okay guys, actually we are back. I'm not going to be able to finish this up right at this second. I'm going to have to really do some cutting and editing on this. I got a text message from a person and they need to have a ride to the emergency room. So I'm going to go take care of that. I will be back to finish up this recording. But yeah, you guys, it won't look like anything to you guys. It'll probably take me about an hour. But yeah, you guys won't notice anything. So I'm going to go take care of that and I will be back and I will just cut it to after I get the heart container. So I will see you then. Alright guys, here we are. I just completed the one for our heart piece. And that also completes us a container. I believe, if I remember right, that puts us up to 8 hearts. So that is fantastic. Oh, also, I did not end up winning any bomb shoes, as you can see in my item screen. I did have an opportunity for them at one point in time, but I did not get them. So that's all good, though. Like I said, I don't use them that much anyway. Shoot, headed the wrong way. I don't use them that much anyway, and if I remember correctly, there will be plenty of opportunities for us to get some. So, what we're going to have to do here real quick, since that does tidy up our side. Oh, actually, it doesn't. I'm going to cut this out. I need to fill up on rupees to the maximum of 200. So I'm going to cut this out whenever I do that, but we're also going to be making a trip back to Goron City because I forgot about a gold Skulltula located down there, and I just happened to remember it whenever I was taking my friend to the emergency room. So we are going to do that as well. But anyway, I'm going to cut this out whenever we get our 200 rupees, and I will be back then. Alright guys, what's up? We are back in Goron City, and the thing that we need to take care of here that I was talking about is, oh shoot, I think I might have jumped down one level too far. We need to go back up, so which way is back up? Might be this way. Anyway, we need to head back up one more floor and bomb ourselves some rocks and pick up this golden Skulltula. Let's see if it's over here this way. It may be, it may not be. Nope. Is it not on this level? What's back here? Okay. Right. Oh, you know what? It was on the very top level. I did mess up. Just like that. It's on the top level. I believe it's the, if you look at the map, it's the room on the top left-hand corner on the northwestern side of the room. So let's head over there in that direction. Forgot the top level there doesn't circle all the way around like the other one does. So yeah, we have to bomb these. Oh, if you notice the bomb count is off, that is because I pressed the wrong buttons, believe it or not, and wasted a couple. So no big deal. But once you get to this room, you'll notice these different colored boulders. The silver ones are not destructible, or what's the word I'm looking for here? You cannot destroy the silver ones. You can only destroy the brown ones here. So I don't remember the exact pattern. As you can see, that is a dead end. So let's try this side. Okay. I believe this is the right way. Yep. Okay, so you've got two small chests here. They have rupees, and as you can see, we have collected 200 already. There's 100 rupees for you. That's what we came for. Tried not to get hit, but didn't work out that way. So this makes number 24, right? Yeah, number 24. And now we can head towards the third and final dungeon. I'm going to head out of Goron City, head down Kakariko. Once I get out of Kakariko, I will cut back to the video and show you guys the way to the third dungeon. So we'll see you here in a bit. Alright guys, here we are back in Hyrule Field. Just came out of Kakariko Village. But like I was saying, if you just tug the left here and you can just walk along this ledge instead of swimming, save a little bit of time. Night is falling upon us, and if you keep heading this way, we will reach a new area of the game known as Zora's River. And we will see Kabora Gabora up there again as well, sitting on top of the pillar. So, oh, right, magic jars. Those increase your magic meter if you're low. I already know the drill here. We're not reading his text. He does tell you that Zora's domain is just ahead, and that is the area that we need to go to for the last spiritual stone. Okay, first things first, while we are here at Zora's River, don't do that. Make sure to roll into the tree here. This will make number 25. Perfect. And we're gonna blow these bombs up here. Now over here is a very interesting NPC. This is the guy who sells magic beans. You will notice a plot of dirt right here beside him. It's actually one of the only piles of dirt in the game that does not have a golden token inside of it. But yeah, talk to him. Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They aren't selling very well. How about 10 rupees for one piece? Now the way this guy works, you want to buy these magic beans because you can put them, well, you equip them and stand over a patch of dirt after you pop a gold school tool out of it. You plant it in there and a sprout will appear. And we will be doing, there's 10 of them, so we need to talk to this guy and get 10 beans. Actually, we're going to get 9, because the one in front of Dodongo's Cavern that we got, we just did a somersault off the ledge and grabbed the heart piece that way. So, we actually only need to buy 9 of these, but each time you buy one, the price goes up by 10 rupees. So, 10, 20, 30, 40, so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and buy all of the beans that he has to offer. That is why we went ahead and stocked up on the 200. And then I will show you a couple of tricks for replenishing your rupees. They are one-time uses, so we're going to go ahead and use them for this here, just to minimize the grinding for the rupees and going back in that guard shack to bust open those pots. Yeah, we have the popular magic beans now. So we're up to 50 rupees. We can't buy another because the next one costs 60. So what we're going to do, first thing, see if I can get over this ledge here. There we go. Alright, notice the piece of heart up there. Don't let that out of your sight. So just jump across that ledge into the water, and you'll notice this clump of what appears to be tree trunks or some kind of piece of wood. Anyway, walk down here on the platform, and some frogs are looking at you from underwater. So what we'll do is we will start playing songs for them. So let's start with the sun song because I know it. They seem to like it, and that frog gets a little bigger. Young lad, you play the ocarina well. That melody is so fine. Ribbit. We all should practice it. Take rupees as a souvenir. If you come up with another nice melody, please drop by and play it. Ribbit, ribbit. Okay, so see, you get 50 rupees, and I believe you get 50 rupees for every time you play a song for them. So now we have Epona's song. and another frog grows bigger. So they just repeat the same dialogue. Grab us another 50 rupees real quick. Let's go ahead and play Zelda's Lullaby. Oh. Nope, that is not Zelda's Lullaby. Hold on a second. There we go. So that is the third frog. Same thing. Now we do have one more song to play, which is Saria's song, but since we are capped at rupees again, I don't want that to go to waste. So, oh, all right. All right. Yeah. So considering I get hit that much by those guys, I'm sure Bloodborne will go very well. Also, you can ride this river down to the bottom like most moats or waterways and grab some rupees if you prefer to do it that way. Also, if you notice, time does continue to pass day to night here. But we're just going to go back here and talk to him a couple of more times. Chomp, chomp, chomp. These are the super popular magic beans. In case you're wondering, they'll soon be sold out. Alright, so 60 rupees, sure. Like I said, we're only going to go up to 9, so no sense in wasting another 100 rupees when we don't have to. But like I said, normally on that 10th one you would plant it in front of the entrance to Dodongo's cavern. But that is the one we are skipping. 70 rupees, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to head back across the river one more time. See, I need 80, 90. That's 170. So what does that come at? 240 rupees. Okay. No problemo. Let's see if we can remember Saria's song without looking it up. There it is. And 4 out of the 5 frogs look fully grown. That puts us at 120. Alright. Follow the path back down one more time. Dodge that Octorok there. Or, in my case, I didn't really dodge him. He just went back underwater before I hit him. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and exhaust what we can from our wallet at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and purchase these last ones here for the, I believe it was, let's see, super price, 80 rupees, yeah. So that'll put us down to 40, that's okay. We only need to buy one more. And the trick that we're going to use for that is located back in Kakariko Village. So that is where we're headed, Kakariko Village. Alright, if you are playing this on the original console that it came out on, the Nintendo 64, you, after having the Stone of Agony, will have noticed the controller start to vibrate somewhere around this general area. What we're going to do is, since I don't have that, since I don't have that ability, we're just going to chuck bombs, which it should be somewhere around here. Oh, yep, first try. This is how we're going to replenish our rupees. This is a... right, there's undead in here. Okay, so this is a first time... I'm sorry, a one-time only deal. But we are going to take our... Oh, get out of here. That's what happens, though, if they get on you. And I'm dead here. Oh, no I'm not. Okay, so here's what we are going to do. Okay, get our Ocarina back out. There he is. Don't you do it. There we go. Well, that was a very close call. Good night. Okay. So anyway, hopefully you guys can pull that off a lot more. 200 rupees here is the reason why we did that. But hopefully you guys can pull that off a little bit more smoother than what I did. It's not really that difficult. I just, for whatever reason, did it very poorly. But at any rate, we're going to head back to Zora's River and buy our last bean, magic bean, from that NPC. We're not going to deal with that dingin for long. I'm going to cut up some grass here as soon as we get there. Hopefully get a couple hearts to pop out and get rid of that dingin. Alright, Kapora Gabora is back as well. Great. Really, guys? One heart? I'm sorry, but I'm not going to listen to that the whole time. We still have a couple additional things we can do in this area, and I'm just not listening to it, so... Okay, it stopped. Good enough. Oh, we have to sit through his dialogue again. Let them hear the melody of the royal family. I will. Alright. So now that he's out of the way, I think he will continue to appear there up until we play the royal song in front of the waterfall. But anyway, let's go ahead and get our last bean. But see, normally if you do that, if you do those two things, if you max out your rupees before you talk to him, and then play the songs for the frogs, go back and exhaust your wallet, then head back to Kakariko and do that rupee trick, it won't take very long, and you'll have enough to purchase the 9th one, and then the 10th one too, if you don't do the somersault off the back ledge there, which I showed a few episodes back. So anyway, that's all we need. Now, I've been recording for quite some time. This has taken longer than what I thought it would. No big deal. I'm sure after I get the cutting and editing done, it won't be that bad. But we're going to go ahead and plant a magic bean here, and that is what sprouts out. Now what we're going to do, grab this cuckoo, fly over here, do the same thing on this side. And that is how you get that heart piece. Whenever you jump, whenever you do that jump with the cuckoo there, I always press A just before hitting this ledge to drop him. I don't know if it does it automatically or not. I can't really remember. But that's how that trick is done. But yeah, pick the cuckoo back up, and we're going to still make use of it. So carry it and throw it at the ledges here. Let's see. Nope, not that way. I think it's back up this way. Yep, just keep coming up back here. And I think, yeah, this one right here. There we go. Get that second piece of heart. Now, I don't think we have use for that cuckoo anymore, but since it's nighttime, let me switch the beans out. We need to use our fairy slingshot. Oh, it just turned night. Are you kidding me? Or it just turned day. Alright. There it is. Just climb up the ladder, and that makes number 26. And this is where Mr. Kapora Gabora was talking about playing the Song of the Royal Family. The waterfall diminishes, and you can now jump through. This is probably one of my favorite areas of the game, Zora's Domain. I like the soundtrack in here. It's just so peaceful, and I don't know, I could really just listen to this soundtrack all day long. For that reason, I'm really just going to remain quiet and enjoy the music. I'll explain a little bit here and there. Like here, you'll meet the King of the Zoras. We're not going to speak to him just yet. Hang a left up here though, and you will see a Zora here. He offers a diving game. We'll play it. Okay, so he explains we need to pick up the rupees that he throws. And that is what we will do. You have 50 seconds. Sometimes you can scoop 2 of them up, but sometimes you can even, if you aim it right, you can scoop some up whenever you initially dive off of the waterfall. Okay. Task complete. Let's get turned back around and head back up to collect our reward. What a graceful dive. Now please take this. This is a scale of our kind. With this you can dive much deeper under the water. And we have gotten the silver scale. What that does is that increases our time that we can stay underwater with a dive. Okay. For the 3rd time, we are going to head back up to King Zora's room. Let's go ahead and switch out our inventory here. Wish we could pick up a couple more Deku sticks real quick. That would be nice. There we go. So now that we're in this room, you'll notice 2 torches here. They stay lit permanently. So we're gonna head down through the spiral here. That one stays lit, so we'll go ahead and put it away. Preserve our sticks. Grab this one. Okay. There's a torch right here that needs to be lit. Let's see if I did it quick enough. Yeah. Okay, so if you... Let me kind of explain what I did there. All of these torches will stay lit now, so it'll be easier for me to just explain. But the reason for doing this is because we get yet another piece of heart. Okay, so to explain a little bit better, instead of just doing it, whenever you light the torch from King Zora's room and run it down here to this one, I'm sorry, that is the wrong torch. When you run it to the top, right there, at that torch, this one will stay lit permanently. That's why you heard the ding sound after we lit this one, okay? Always put your stick out there, or try to, and grab a fresh one. Light that one, and run it straight down to the one here in front of the Zora shop. And grab out another Deku stick and relight that one as well. And then run it to that torch, and then the 2 back behind the waterfall. And if you do it in enough time, you will get the heart. So there is one more order of business that we need to take care of while we're here. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'm sure if you noticed a little bit earlier as we were making our trips back up to the fountain, this little entrance here. Now that we have the silver scale, we can actually make it down to the bottom, and that's what you want to do. This is a warp zone to Lake Helia, And you'll notice Navi down there with the green arrow, and she is locating a glass bottle in the water. We're going to dive down and scoop this up. Again, you need the silver scale to be able to do this. And you got an empty bottle. But if you notice, it's not so empty though. It actually has a letter inside. Okay, so we've done, I'm going to get up here on the bank real quick. We've done a ton of side questing in this episode. It's actually showing that I've been recording now for an hour and a half, but once I get all the cutting and editing done, it's not really going to be an hour and a half. So I'm not exactly sure where we're going to be. There is a lot of, I'm not going to say a lot, but there's quite a few things that we can do here in Lake Helia as far as side quest goes to tackle. I completely forgot about that, this part of the game, or what we were getting ourselves into at the beginning of the episode. So I'm actually going to wind things up here, and this is going to be a two-part questing before getting into the third dungeon. Not exactly sure where my audio went. The game audio just cut out. That's okay. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and wrap things up here since the audio cut out. Whenever we come back, we're going to do the side questing here. The reason for that is because after we do the third dungeon, we still have to wrap all of this stuff up before we can go to the Temple of Time anyway. So we might as well go ahead and knock it out while we're here. So, with that being said, I'm going to figure out what the heck's going on with this game audio. I will see you guys for the next episode. We'll finish up the side questing. We will talk to King Zora, and hopefully go ahead and access the third and final childhood dungeon, grab that spiritual stone, and continue on with Zelda, the Ocarina of Time.